in the Olympic Park. Do you want to tell me a few of your favourite memories of this place?
I've got so many good memories, to be fair. I was really lucky for the Olympics. I was working trackside, so I was here for the famous Super Saturday.
Yeah.
And you know, having grown up, you know, with athletes like Mo, I knew Mo since he was 8 years old, and Jess and Greg. For me, Super Saturday would be always something very special to see them progress through the ranks and then realise their potential. And then obviously the Paralympics, I think, went to a whole new level for Paralympic sport, and rightly so. I just think Channel 4 did a great job, and for once our Paralympic athletes got the recognition they deserved. And you know, I could name you Johnny Peacock, Hannah Cockcroft, you know, Dave Weir. There's so many individuals who had such an amazing fortnight, but I think really just for Team GB as an overall, both the Olympics and the Paralympics were so special. And you know, that's why even though the rain's here, people are still turning out to come to this awesome stadium and see some of our athletes in action. So good times. For me, just a little bit jealous that I wasn't 10 years younger and still an athlete myself, but yeah. Next best thing, I was working there.
In terms of your own career, what are the real highlights for you?
I think for me, 1998 was my favourite year, where I became European champion, Commonwealth champion, and I won the World Cup all in the same year. So for me, that's brilliant. I look back now and I think I've still got the British record for 400 metres. It's 18 years old. Half of me is very proud I've still got that, but the other half, as a lover of athletics, wants the sport to progress. So I've got great memories. Bad memories too, in terms of I had lots of injuries in my career and it was cut short. But I look back now as I'm getting older and I think I was really lucky just to make a living out of something I love doing. You know, I would have run around a track for absolutely nothing. So to make a living out of it and to travel the world and meet great people doing something you love, I know I'm very lucky.
When you were growing up, who were your sporting heroes?
I didn't really have so many sporting heroes growing up, but if I could point to one athlete, it would probably be Chris Akabusi. 1991 World Championships in Tokyo, the 4x4. Chris was on the last leg and I remember watching it, and I didn't even do athletics till the following year. I remember watching it and feeling really proud to be British, and the way that Chris got the best out of himself, psychologically and physically as well. Got the one over on Antonio Pettigrew, who was the individual 400 metre champion. To come home with that relay baton and take gold, I was so proud. And the following year I took up athletics and ended up being a 400 metre runner. So I told Chris that story whenever I see him and he laughed about it. But yeah, just growing up, you know, the likes of Chris, Daley Thompson, you know, Sally Gunnell, all those great athletes who were inspirational, really.
At what point did you know it was going to be your career?
I think for me, the last year at school when I started to run quickly, and the PE teacher said, you know, you need to make the most of this, you've got some talent. I didn't believe it, but then the following year I went to the World Juniors off no training. Then when I was at uni, I went to the Commonwealth Games in 1994 off no training. I thought, crikey, maybe if I did try. And then 1996, I tried as a professional athlete to go full time and got an Olympic silver medal that year, and that was it. When I look back then, I think that was a turning point, really, the 96 season.